Hi everyone, this is again Khushbu Chhada, NLP coach. Today I have come up with a very real story of a woman she was married and had 2 children, and she was very nervous and having a stutter problem also. So she used to always avoid herself going into public. One day what happened, she met with an accident and her life totally changed. Now you will think how an accident can change somebody's life. Yes, and that too in a positive way. After that accident, she lost all her memories. She did not recognize her children, her husband, even she was not knowing anything, not even a single bit of her past life. She became a subject of studies for the neurosurgeons and psychiatrists, because after she woke up in the hospital, she entirely became a new personality. She was not having any more problem of stuttering, or she was not having any nervousness that previously she was having. No problems of her past life were now being carried over after the accident. She became so outspoken with a good sense of humor. She even began to give lectures in different universities and different places. She used to travel a lot, and her personality was totally changed. Now all these happened because she lost her memories of the past, of her own past. What does this mean? Whatever we are today is due to the things we have learned right from our childhood. Right after the birth, whatever we are being told, that we have inculcated in our mind. Our upbringing plays a very important role in developing our self-concept. Yes friends, today's topic is self-concept and how it is formed and how it plays a role in developing the personality of a person. How self-concept helps you to become successful, and how it can only become a hurdle in the way of your success. Right after the birth, a child is not having any self-concept. They are born with their own traits, their own temperament, but they are not having any idea of the self-concept. Whatever they do, whatever they think of themselves is all because of what their parents and their loved ones tell them. How the people around them behave with the children develops their own self-concept. Children are born fearless. Children do things such a way that adults will think those things as suicidal. They are not having any kind of fear. They can play with knife, they can go to any heights, they climb the stairs like anything. Like they don't have any kind of fear, but all kind of fear are being inculcated inside their minds by their parents and the people around them. Children's self-concept are being developed by their own parents. What the children need is, they need tremendous amount of love and touching. The amount of love that a child needs is like emotional oxygen. The amount of food and shelter that they need is equal to the amount of love that they need. You cannot give more amount of love, too much love to children in their growing years, because whatever amount of love you give, that is normal to them. It's like whatever the amount of sunlight and rain a plant needs, the same amount of love a child needs, because that is the basis for developing their self-concept. A child who is being raised by constant criticism and punishment will develop into an adult with low self-esteem and negative behavior patterns. But a child who is being raised with extreme love and care will develop into a healthy adult with high self-esteem and high self-concept. Now, what is self-concept? Self-concept is the feeling of what you think of yourself. It's part of your personality, your confidence level, how you feel about yourself being a part of the big group, being a part of the society, how much confidence you feel, how much capable you feel, that all forms your self-concept. Now, this lady that we talked about, that woman changed her self-concept after the accident. Why? Because since childhood, whatever experiences she had developed into an adult that she was. She was having a problem of stutter and nervousness because of her upbringing or because of the experiences that she had gathered right from childhood to the adulthood. But after the accident, when she lost her memories, all those past experiences that were playing a role were now being cancelled out. They were not now present inside her mind. That's why the problems were also not present. So whatever triads or whatever behavior problems that you're having right now, and if you think that those are coming in way of your success, then you can unlearn your past experiences. There are ways, there are methods and techniques in NLP that helps you to forget the things that you have learned. The way we learn, we can also unlearn. There are ways to learn, and there are also ways to unlearn the things that we don't want, that are not useful to us. If you think that there are certain triads or certain behavior patterns that you're having that is coming in your way to success, then you have to just unlearn and undo and erase from your memories your past experiences or your certain inputs that you've gathered from your experiences in the past life that's coming in your way that you think are harmful. And it is possible. Your mind, your conscious mind is in your control, but provided you take it in your control. Whatever consciously you think develops your beliefs, your opinion, your fears, your thoughts, your behaviors, everything. Once you decide that consciously I want to think only those things that are useful to me, that will help me to reach my destination, then your mental patterns will be according to those thoughts. And whatever is coming in your way, whatever contradicts your thoughts, you will not pay attention to. When you stop focusing on the things that are stopping you from going towards your destiny or going towards your destination, then you are now taking your mind in your charge. You are now taking your mind in your own control. So as an adult, you can help yourself and also your children. You can redevelop your own self-concept and also help your children to develop a healthy self-concept by giving them tremendous amount of love and caring. Sometimes as parent thinks that my intention is to teach my child the healthy habit or to discipline the child. That's why they punish the child or they take a break in giving them love. But any break or any discontinuous love and affection will ultimately harm the child's self-concept, because they are very much fearful of rejection. They will not understand the intentions. They will only perceive that I am not being loved. The child's perception is the most important thing. Try to understand this. And as an adult, you also need to understand that while you're raising, while during your upbringing, many things might have occurred that were not healthy, that were not helpful to you in developing your healthy self-concept. But now you can't change your past, but you can change the effect that your past is having in your mind. You cannot change the way your parents had raised you. They were ignorant about certain things and they might have made mistakes. But what you can do is you will not repeat those mistakes and you will also unlearn whatever wrong you had learned. Self-concept is very useful in every segment of life. Self-concept is a part of success even for companies. Even a couple will have a self-concept. What couples think of themselves, whether they are having a healthy relation with each other or not, based on that they are having their self-concept. Having a healthy self-concept, the couples will not fight with each other and they will not have enough complaints. They'll always laugh together and they'll always cherish each other if they are having very good and healthy self-concept. Self-concept is a must for your success. Whatever you do in your life, if you want to excel, if you want to perform your best, then The first thing you need to do is improve your self-concept. Work on your self-concept. Where do you want to work, where you need to work, and where the changes are needed, you need to understand that. In order to reprogram your mind, you need to start with the concept of self-concept. What you think of yourself will develop into who you are, and of whatever you will think of most of the time will develop who you are. Your self-concept is based on your own thoughts. So if you take control of your thoughts, then your self-concept will be designed as per your choice. That's all for today, friends. Thank you and have a good day.